Hey, what's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? So finally, after weeks of recommendation, I finally saw Wind River. And to be completely honest with you guys, it's not quite as good as everybody says it is, but at the same time, it's still pretty good. It's kind of like when you just randomly find a hot tub at a party and there's 10 hot chicks in there, and then you hop in. But you find out one of them's had a little bit too much and is really loud, obnoxious, and annoying, and then you find out a couple of them are a little bit racist. Sure, it got a little weird here and there, but hey, it was still a fun time, right? Basic plot of the movie, Jeremy Renner is kind of this hunter-tracker who basically just goes on assignments to kill predators, such as like wolves that are going after livestock, that type of thing. And while he's on one of those assignments, he stumbles across something that's a little bit heavier than he's used to and is a little out of his pay grade. And because of that, it turns into an FBI investigation, and they send Elizabeth Olsen's character in, and she kind of ropes him into helping her kind of like untangle the mystery. Now, the best part of this movie, far and away, is probably Jeremy Renner's character. I do not think you could have written his character any better, and I don't think he could have played that character any better. They do give you enough exposition so that you really care for the character and you feel what he went through, but not too much to take away from the mysteriousness about him. He was the manliest of manly men in this movie. The next best thing about the movie was just the story itself and the pacing that took place. The pacing was good because just when you think you're about to get bored, or you think, oh, I can only handle a couple more minutes of this shit, something else happens. Whether you learn something about a character or somebody gets shot or whatever the fuck, and then you're just like, whoa, shit, alright, nope, I'm still here, I'm paying attention. But I kind of expected that because the guy that wrote and directed this movie also wrote Sicario and Hell or High Water. So automatically, you know the movie's gonna be fucking good. However, it's like I said, it's not that great of a movie though, and I can't pinpoint the worst thing about the movie because there's nothing that's glaringly bad about the film. Like, there wasn't anything that was absolutely awful, but there were things that really could have used some improvement. And probably the most obvious one is Elizabeth Olsen's character. I honestly didn't think she was that great in the movie. She wasn't acting poorly or anything like that, but she was kind of playing this like young, kind of naive, not totally sure what they're about to be in for kind of character. Except this time around, she's just a little bit more decisive. But it's like I said, she wasn't bad, but she really wasn't doing anything special. And not a lot, but there was a couple instances where the music kind of bugged me. Again, not bad, it just didn't fit the scene or it just didn't feel right. It's kind of like if you're at that same party and one of your best friends has a little bit too much to drink and gets on your nerves a couple times. But later on, he does drink water, sobers up, and becomes the friend that you know and love again. And some of the sound editing annoyed the piss out of me. Towards the beginning of the movie, there was some mumbly shit going on, and I was just like, dude, can I get some fucking subtitles right now? And the last problem I had was like kind of the structure of a particular part of the movie. There's a particular scene that I didn't really agree with the placement of it. I don't want to give too much away, so if you want to talk about it, just hop in the comments and leave a spoiler warning, because it's a very pivotal part of the story. I just didn't really like the placement of it. And another spot in the movie where you kind of like know exactly what's going to happen next, like the kind of the jig is up at that point. And again, it was the structure, just the structure of that particular part of the movie could have been done a little better. But despite all that, it was a very enjoyable movie, and just the subject matter in general was very compelling. And they actually got Native American actors to play Native American characters, which is good. And the movie also touches on, much like Hell or High Water, the kind of the oppression that natives have to go through sometimes. And also the action scenes were super well done, I thought. They were a lot more realistic, like shit doesn't go boom just for the sake of going boom. And also, people, when you're dealing with guns in real life, you miss all the fucking time, especially if you're in a high-stress, high-tension situation. But either way, guys, I still enjoyed the movie, and I think Taylor Sheridan is a very skilled filmmaker. So based on everything I said, I think I'm gonna give the movie an 8.3 out of 10. I really hope Jeremy Renner gets some Academy Award love for this movie because this is the best thing I've seen him in. And I also thought the ending was very good, but it did leave you on kind of a somber note because it gives you a statistic about Native Americans. That's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. What are your thoughts? Have you seen this movie? Were you excited to see it? Hop in the comments. Let me know what's up. Other than that, if you like this review, give me a like, subscribe to all that other bullshit, and I will catch you guys later.